And now it's time for Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's talk hookup. For the next 2 hours, join Pete Gray, Rock Cod Rick Maxa, Corey Sandin, and this week's special expert guest for fishing information, new techniques to catch more fish, and the most current scoop on what's happening in the water. Let's Talk Hookup is sponsored in part by Royal Polaris, the world's finest long-range sports fisher. By Ford, the official truck of Let's Talk Hookup, and Shimano Rods and Reels. Fish with the best. Shimano. Get ready for the fastest 2 hours on radio with the hosts of Let's Talk Hookup, Pete Gray, Rock Cod Rick Maxa, and Corey Sandin.
Good morning, anglers, and welcome to Let's Talk Hookup. I'm Pete Gray with Rock Cod Rick Maxa. We're in the world headquarters of Let's Talk Hookup here, right next to the San Diego landings in Point Loma, and we have a great guest for you. Today, it's our good buddy Rob Butler from TowBoat US San Diego. We're going to be talking some great stuff here, and Rob has endless stories. Endless stories about good fun on the water. So you stay tuned. This is Southern California's Sport Fishing Voice. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the Let's Talk Hookup app, Facebook, YouTube Live, and 97.3 The Fan.
If you put your name on a vehicle, you're signing off on its quality, and your San Diego County Ford dealers don't take that lightly. Ford is #1 for J.D. Power's new vehicle quality among mainstream brands. With a built Ford Tough truck, you instantly get more capable, especially with the quality of Ford F-150 and Super Duty. That's more J.D. Power initial quality awards for trucks than any other brand, 2 years in a row. See the award-winning lineup yourself. Visit your San Diego County Ford dealer and take a test drive today. For J.D. Power 2026 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Inside information is everything when it comes to catching fish in Southern California. You need a code group to connect with what's happening on the water. FishDope.com is your code group. Inside information available at your fingertips 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. FishDope.com really does help you catch more fish and burn less fuel. FishDope.com is the only fish finding service with a spotter plane, along with a crew of top anglers on the water almost every day that report actual locations and catches. They become your code group. You get daily catch reports from Point Conception to San Quintin, 365 days a year. FishDope.com has online planning tools, temperature and chlorophyll charts, hot bite icons, and more. Take it from me, if you don't have FishDope.com, you're not part of the in-the-know crowd. Membership is affordable and good for an entire year. Plus, use the special code and save $30 on a new FishDope.com membership. Check it out today. FishDope.com. Catch more fish, burn less fuel.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup. Man, you said it best. What a fun show today. Guys, it's got stories, seen it all, done it all. Today's going to be a lot of fun. Hang with Rob.
Midsummer, fish are biting, things are happening, and Rob, what's been happening on the water with Sea Tow? I've seen the boat out a lot.
Oh yeah, we've been busy. We just put our sixth boat in the water. Normally we don't use 6 boats with this economy, but it's we've been doing a lot of long runs too. A couple 80, 90, 100-mile runs. Actually,
80, 90, 100 miles runs.
Oh yeah,
Your towboat is pulling that, huh?
Yeah. So we just towed. I think we went out Tanner Bank. Yeah.
Okay. Really?
Yeah.
Somebody broke down out there?
Yep.
And okay, so let me ask you. If you're a TowBoat US San Diego member, is that included if you have the captains?
Free of charge.
Free of charge. All the way from Tanner.
Yep.
Wow.
That's a long tow.
Wow.
Is it Tanner? Which one's closest?
Well, they're both about 90, I think.
Yeah,
Cortez,
it was 87 miles, so I'll call it.
I don't think you describe either one of those as close.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of funny because back in the day, back in the albacore days, we're talking about running 6 boats. I was running 8 boats 24 hours a day at this time of year.
Wow.
When the albacore running.
Sure.
Wow.
And it was to a point where our boats would come in and we'd literally, it was almost like the turnarounds with the charter boats. We'd do a quick oil change, a quick oil change, crew change, and be back out. And it was running to the 60-mile bank or running out to the it was just nonstop. And it didn't matter what the weather was because back then the Coast Guard was running their 41-footers, and their weather constraints was like anything above 6 foot. They needed the 81-footers to go out.
Okay.
Well, I had this old military battle wagon, and heck, we went out to Guadalupe with it once. It didn't matter. We just went out, and it's like, Now it's like we watch. So and again, there was the weather. There was no weather apps. It was usually it was the radio weather report.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just turn on channel 1 or channel 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. And so it was like before it, and we would just go. And now it's like we watch the weather, and if it starts getting stinky out there, we just have the Coast Guard. Usually we'll have the Coast Guard grab them, and then we'll meet them halfway, or we'll meet them inside San Clemente.
Yeah.
Because once you get outside that island,
it's a different ocean.
It's a real ocean out there.
Real.
Different ocean. Yeah.
And
So how long does it take to tow somebody back from Tanner or Cortez Bank?
when you're broke down 87 miles offshore, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
That's a good answer. Yeah, totally.
I figure because again we throw a fuel bladder on our boats just to have extra fuel, but we run out there because you're going straight into it somewhere between 17 and 20 knots. We can run 26 knots with our boat, but we slow down for fuel consumption, and then it depends. I mean, sometimes you got a big following sea, and you got to be careful with that because you got to stay in step with the boat. You know, the boats have to both go up and down swell at the same time.
Oh.
So you got to stretch some line out, so that takes some time. But when it gets real big, you got to slow way down, even though you're going downhill. Usually we tow about anywhere from, we tow at least 5.5 knots. But we can get you these smaller little Parkers and stuff. In our flat day, we can get them on plane, but we'd usually tow them about 8 knots.
Got it.
8 knots. And how big of a boat can you tow?
Oh, we just for harbor stuff, we move 120s all the time.
120s.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we just towed an 91 footer up from Ensenada. The 91 foot catamaran, 26 feet wide.
That's a lot of boat, dude.
Yesterday. So.
That's a lot of boat.
Yeah, we don't like towing those.
Yeah.
The scratches cost a lot more money.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What about insurance? I mean, obviously, you have to have a lot of insurance when you're towing big yachts.
Yeah, it's funny. That's the thing that with my operation out in Tennessee, we're dealing with, because there's a couple of yahoos out there that just think, oh, they're making money towing, and everybody thinks we're out there just making a killing towing. They have no idea what our expenses are.
Yeah.
Our insurance, there's only
I was going to say,
I think there's 3 insurance companies in the country that'll even write us. Mm-hmm. If you think about it, if you're broke down out in the ocean, let's say you're on the 9 Mile Bank, broke down. Your wife's upset because the boat's broke. You're upset because you don't know what's wrong with the boat, or you know what's wrong with the boat and it's a simple fix and you can't fix it. Your kids are throwing up. The very best we could do is not ruin your day anymore.
Yeah.
So, we're in a very high-risk business. So we have our towers liability insurance, it's called. It's towers and salvers liability. And very expensive.
Yeah, I can imagine. So tell us about being a TowBoat US San Diego member. You're offering, it's a great deal, plus you're offering a great discount for our listeners, too.
Yes.
Right?
So basically the way it works is that's a TowBoat US member. If they were TowBoat US San Diego members, I would have driven up in my Bentley, not in my truck.
Yeah.
So basically you buy the membership. Membership goes into Boat America Corporation. Well, it's actually Geico now, but TowBoat US. And then they pay us to tow their members. Uh-huh. So technically, they're not my member. They're Boat US members, and then we're a subcontractor.
Gotcha.
We're locally owned and operated. But you buy the membership, and then when you break down, you get free service.
Wow.
It's pretty simple.
I mean,
basic,
and it's funny because we literally just towed a guy that had been expired for a year. And of course he had we cut him a deal. I mean, we'll drop. We have non-member rates. Like if you're not a member, we have a certain hourly rate that we charge. Our public rate is called. Then we have a mid rate where if you're a member, there's some stuff that actually the way our membership has changed. But if there's like, we don't cover like a jump start and a slip. That's not covered. Okay, go buy a battery. Go plug a charger in.
Right.
But if you're dead set on having us jump start you in the slip, then we have it's a rate higher than what we charge Boat US to tow you, but lower than the public pays because you're a member. But anyway, it's completely lost train of thought
Yeah.
there.
So being a member, being a TowBoat US member, the point I was going to make is if you buy it through you, you're
Yeah.
giving a $50.
Oh, there we go. We're
You
back
give
to
a
discount.
You give them a $50.
Anyway, bottom line
Yeah.
is, so we get a $50 spiff. That's
Yeah.
what we get. When you sign up for your membership, that's what we get. Brand new member, that's what we get. After that, we don't get anything. So
Yeah.
if you guys see me or see any of my guys at any of these boat shows or stuff, when we're giving that $50 discount or this $50 discount that I'm offering you, that's really not a discount. That's our spiff.
what you get. And
I'm
you're just
literally
giving it back to somebody.
I don't need to make money off the memberships. I don't make money off the memberships. Again, if I made money off the memberships, I'd be walking here instead of driving a truck.
Yeah.
So
If they want to sign up, if they're not a member and they say, God, I got to have this,
Yeah,
which you do have to
you
have
do.
it.
You have to have
So
it.
if they just call you or just look up TowBoatUSSanDiego.com,
Yep.
you'll give them that $50 back.
Yep. No, the way it works is you call our phone number. If you're gonna to get the $50 discount, you have to call our phone number.
Mm-hmm.
Because what we do is we get into a backdoor app with the system, and then we waive our spiff in that system.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So you.
So so if you go to TowBoatUSSanDiego.com, you
There's
can
a
get
call.
that.
There's a call. Call
me
to sign up button.
That's where you call and
Yeah.
do that.
And
So let me ask you this: so if you were 30 miles offshore fishing tuna, yellowtail, kelp patties, or something like that, and you break down, and you're not a TowBoat US San Diego member, how much is that tow back to San Diego?
With our big boats, anywhere from just figure around $2,000.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean,
now some people say, well, my insurance covers that.
Yeah, they do. A lot of insurance companies do cover it, but that's a reimbursement,
Yeah.
which means you have to pay me first, and it's a claim.
Yeah, you got to go through the hassle.
And your insurance policy may go up.
It may or may not. Some people say
Every
it's
time
like,
I make a claim, my insurance.
well, it's funny
I can
because they
tell
always
you
say like
that.
broken windows are not a claim on your car.
Yeah.
Yeah, until you renew and you've had 4 broken windshields.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then you're looking for another insurance company.
Yeah,
I don't know. I really don't know how. It's just easier to get the membership now.
Yeah.
If you have Geico insurance, our $215 gold card, or it's a saltwater card. I've been doing this for 37 years.
I
It's been a
only
gold
know
card.
that as a gold
Yeah,
card.
I've always
I'm
known-
still calling
yeah.
myself
Yeah.
vessel
Yeah.
assist, but anyway, that $217 membership you could buy with your Geico policy for like $80.
What?
No kidding.
Yeah,
Really?
but the only caveat is with your Boat US membership, the towing membership, you're covered on any boat you own, borrow, or charter.
Any boat you own, borrow, or charter.
Borrow or rent, yeah. Don't misconstrue the charter for like getting. I'm on the Daily Double.
Yeah.
He's covered. No, if you were to rent a boat like a Freedom Boat Club
Freedom-
boat or
yeah,
something like that, and anywhere you take the boat in the country, it's all covered.
That's crazy.
With the Geico membership, same coverage, 100-mile coverage, same thing, same everything, but it only covers the insured boat.
The insured boat.
Yeah.
I get it.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So,
But yeah,
but
if
it's $215, and then with your $50 discount,
It's
under
$50
$200, and that's peace of mind, right?
Oh, it's amazing. We just had a guy that had expired for a year, and he had to pay us, and we gave him a discount. That's where I lost my train of thought. Okay, we gave him the discount, but then as my guy is putting him away, he was telling him he'd been fishing all summer, and basically he was you're rolling the dice, and for $215, that's as much as you're going to pay for it. That's cheap.
It's not worth rolling the dice.
We have a 1 hour minimum. That's not even 1 hour of our service, and it just again.
Everybody's going to need it at some point. At some point, you're gonna.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, it just is.
So, give us some crazy stories of experiences you've had in your decades of experience doing this.
We had one where I was back in I'm going to say 2005 or 2006. I had one of my guys run offshore, just outside the 181, and the guy was out of gas. So my guy rolls up on him, and we hand him 20 gallons of fuel. That's our limit. We don't like to keep too much fuel on board. It's a safety thing. We give him 20 gallons, and we back away from the boat because, well, he's putting fuel in the boat. We get away from the boat. My guy comes up to grab the jerry jugs and do the paperwork. Back there, we actually use paper. Now we use iPads. And, man, it smelled like gas. And my guy goes, did you spill some fuel? Because now it's kind of a little bit of a safety concern. And he pointed, he goes, no, I put it right in the fuel.
Oh, come on.
Right in the rod holder.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that.
So then the guy wanted us to give him more fuel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He literally wanted, because the fishing was good, he wanted us to go back, get more fuel, and it's like, no, you're going to get on our boat. We're going to stretch you out long, and then we brought it into Mission Bay. And we're going to have the lifeguards at the fire department. We're going to have the lifeguards come and probably foam your boat.
Yeah, probably a
and
good
this guy
idea.
he couldn't wrap his head around it.
Couldn't figure that out.
And, so that was
I wonder how many times that's happened.
Way too many.
Yeah.
That's going to be a question for Summit Gasoline. Like how many, you're
how
many
people have pumped
one of these days? Yeah, how many times have you seen fuel running out the scuppers and a hose locked into the rod holder?
Yeah.
Oh, it's and again, boating is your recreation. Maybe you turn your brain off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This guy, so.
All you think about is going fishing.
Yeah,
all
exactly.
you think about
Craziest
is going
one ever wasn't a fishing boat. There was a neurological convention. It was a brain surgeon convention.
Brain surgeon.
And the instructors to this brain surgeon convention chartered a Hunter sailboat from Newport Beach, took it down to San Diego, spent the week while they were doing their
seminar
teaching.
Yeah.
On the way home, they hit 0 fog, and the compass light had gone out. So the brain surgeon teachers taped the flashlight to the compass.
Nice.
And ended up on Sunset Cliffs. Not Sunset Cliffs, Moonlight Beach.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So the teachers of the brain surgeons hooked a battery to a compass.
Yeah.
And instead of going west, they went east.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So probably should, for those of us that are not brain surgeons, when you put a battery on a magnet, it's not going to work.
You put a piece of metal near a magnet.
Yeah.
The compass itself is if you read the instructions on a compass, you're supposed to keep it like 3 feet away from. You can't do that even on today's big boats.
No.
You can't do that.
There is no 3 feet.
Yeah, there's no such thing as 3 feet. There's just too much electronics in this world. But so any type of battery or even metal, you put a Yeti right next to your compass, and that compass is
It's going to throw it off.
No kidding.
So what about the Fluxate compass in an electronic? Like all electronics have a compass, like an autopilot and stuff like that. They all have these compasses that are, I think they call them Fluxate.
Yeah, the auto.
Can you have to keep stuff away from that?
Yeah, well, if you have an autopilot in your boat and you didn't install it, it's in your bilges somewhere.
Yeah,
and as far it's in Kansas.
Yeah,
if you're installing one, read the instructions because that's the key to that autopilot working properly.
Put it somewhere. Yeah. Put it somewhere right. Yeah. Well, as you can hear, we have a great show lined up for you today. A lot to talk about here on Let's Talk Hookup with Rob. And it's going to be fun and telling stories and talking about fishing. You talk about good fishing right now.
Oh, my God, it's so good right now.
Yeah, it's amazing right now. And I'm going to go on a forecast here and say it could be even better.
I don't know how, but I'm with you.
Yeah.
I like the way you think. I mean, last night was just fantastic again. Excellent bluefin fishing out to the west. Yet again, yesterday, great variety fishing down south.
Yeah.
Yellowtail and Dorado and yellowfin tuna on kelps down south. But that bluefin stole the show again last night. Just great fishing. And, man, we're looking forward to talking to it, and we're looking forward to talking to you. If you got some fun TowBoat U.S. stories, questions for Rob, questions about boating and safety and all that stuff, it's just going to be a great show where everything's kind of happening and on the table today. And if you want to join us, man, we want to hear from you. We got Jeff standing by at the fan this morning to take your phone calls at 833-288-0973. Again, 833-288-0973 is how you reach us on the fan this morning. Or you can send us a text. Already had a bunch of great texts come rolling through. Texting the show questions is only available through the Let's Talk Hookup app. It's a free download if you don't have it already. It's a very easy way to participate by sending in your text, and you can listen to all the past archive shows if you wanted to catch up with that great fun show we had with the Extrams yesterday. That's all available through the Let's Talk Hookup app 24/7. Great way to listen on your ride home. And again, it's the only way that you can text in your questions today. When you do have a question for Rob, make sure you include your name and your phone number along with your text. Just a little bit of contact info in case you're the winner of the big prize at the end of the show today. And what a cool prize.
Yeah.
We have, we're honor of having Robin here, who's on the water all the time. We've got a brand new pair of Costa sunglasses, which are the best glasses if you're on the water all the time. And today we're giving away a beautiful pair. It's the Fantail Pro. This one is the green mirrored 580 lens, their highest end lens combination in that great green glass with that matte black frame. A fantastic pair of brand new Costas.
That green mirror is my favorite.
It's a very, very
really
popular
like
pair
that
of shades. I've looked over. Rob's sporting some Costas right now.
Costas.
Me too.
Yeah.
I got mine here too.
Yeah. Mine's right here.
One lucky caller again, or texter is going to be winning that great pair of glasses. Again, if you want to join us, have some fun, talk some TowBoat US San Diego, 838-288-0973. Again, 833-288-0973 is our number. Or get those texts rolling in when we come back. We're going to be taking your phone calls. Lots of great info coming your way. You stay tuned. You're listening to Southern California's sport fishing voice. This is Let's Talk Hookup on the Let's Talk Hookup app, Facebook and YouTube Live, and 97.3 The Fan. Everyone has their go-to fishing spot. My spot is Kingfisher Charters in Sitka, Alaska. Rockcod Rick here to say if you're looking for the ultimate Alaska experience and the best value in Alaska, it's Kingfisher Charters. Owner Seth Bone and his crew consistently deliver deluxe accommodations, the finest food, world-class fish processing, and top-of-the-line fishing experience. We've literally sent hundreds of our listeners to Kingfisher, and they all can't wait to go back. Most Alaska resorts make big promises, and they don't deliver, or they'll nickel and dime you to drive up the cost. But not Kingfisher. Everything is included. Your license, fish processing, super deluxe accommodations, amazing food, airport transfers, your gear. Literally all you need to bring is your layer clothing, and Kingfisher covers the rest. They also have the finest boats and charter captains in Sitka, all for the ultimate value. Take it from me, book your trip to Kingfisher Charters and you'll thank me. Kingfisher Charters, 800-727-6136 or check kingfishercharters.com.
This is Captain Tim Ekstrom from the long-range vessel Royal Star. With my partners Randy Toussaint and Brian Sims, we have set the bar for the long-range fishing experience. Spring 8-day, summer 5-day, or fly-down, fly-back 11-day winter trip, we deliver the highest quality long-range voyage you will find. From our premium RSW fish storage to our top-of-the-line chefs and crew, Royal Star distinguishes itself from all others. Want to grab a spot on the Royal Star? Check us out at RoyalStarSportFishing.com or call Tracy at 619-224-4764.
Every boater wants reliability and peace of mind on the water, and that's exactly what TowBoat US San Diego provides. As part of the largest on-water towing fleet in the nation, TowBoat US San Diego is ready to respond when you need them, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. As a member, you get free towing, free fuel delivery, free jump starts, and many more service on any boat you own, borrow, or rent. Summer is here, and the TowBoat US San Diego fleet is geared up and ready to help when you need them. Becoming a member is easy and affordable. Sign up now at TowBoatUSSanDiego.com. Let's face it, when you are out on the water, things happen fast, and TowBoat US San Diego can help you get home safe. Their fleet of boats and professional captains are standing by, ready to lend you a hand. Membership is inexpensive, and it's certainly a must-have for everyone. Become a member today. Check TowBoatUSSanDiego.com for details. TowBoat US San Diego, your friend on the water.
For local or long-range fishing, we have you covered. Hi, this is Doug Kern from Fisherman's Landing Tackle, the saltwater tackle professionals. Being a part of the San Diego Sport Fishing Landing gives us a distinct advantage when it comes to getting you on the latest and hottest tackle for your trip. Our expert staff knows exactly what you need for your long-range or local trip, and we will not sell you something you don't need. We carry a huge inventory of the right tackle. So visit us at Fisherman's Landing Tackle at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup. Having a great time here this morning, having fun, talking fishing, and talking some TowBoat USSD. Going to be a fun day, bro.
Yeah, it certainly is. I had the honor of being invited to the 80th birthday party of Mike the Beak Hurt yesterday.
So cool.
It was like the all-star who's of the marlin world. of Southern California, of the West Coast,
Yeah.
really. I mean, even Steve Lasley was there.
That's awesome.
And Pete Grossbeck, our good buddy, and Bob Hoos, of course, was there. I mean, there was Randy from the Bait Tank Man himself, and I can't.
Yeah, I get
John Klein was even there for crying out loud, and it was so fun to see. Of course, Greg Stotesbury and his wife flew down from
That's
Montana, and Jimmy Kingsmill, and I mean, I could go on and
Yeah.
on. There were almost 200 people.
Every
there.
every podium finisher from every Marlin tournament the last few
Everything.
years was
yeah.
there.
Yeah,
That's
and
cool.
it was at Bay Park Fish Company, which is a great restaurant in Bay Park area. And Mike, the owner, basically closed the restaurant down on a Friday night, right, and gave it to the Beak
What a
and
fun time.
Diane,
That's awesome.
and had just this incredible spread, an open bar, and everything, and people just told stories.
Yeah, it's so
And
rad.
it was so fun, and it was so cool to see Mike the Beak and all his glory. His family was there.
I love
Shane,
that. That's
and,
awesome.
You know, his daughter, and so it was a super cool night, super cool event, and I just want to throw out a big happy birthday to Beak and many, many more to you.
That's
my
right.
friend.
Happy birthday, Beak.
Yeah, for sure. But really good to see all those great people.
What a fun night. That's cool.
Definitely.
Well, speaking of fun, we're going to have a great time here today. And if you want to join us again, 833-288-0973 is how you do it.
All right, let's jump into the phones.
You got it, man. We're going to talk to Jim. He's calling us from Santee this morning. Jim, thanks for getting us started here on Let's Talk Hookup.
Yeah, appreciate it, guys. How you doing today?
Doing great,
Excellent,
buddy. Good morning.
thanks.
Hey, good morning. So I wanted to share a little story about that TowBoat USA. They were a lifesaver back in the day. We ran out of gas on a Friday night back in the day. And I'll tell you what, we were adrift, and thank God somebody took us to that anchorage there off the Lee Island there in the Coronados. So we spent the night there, and come daybreak, here comes TowBoat USA with 20 gallons of gas. So they were a lifesaver.
That's cool. And so you can go into Mexico. You can go into international waters and get people out of there.
Oh yeah, we do all the time. Like I
Yeah.
said, we just towed a boat from Ensenada yesterday.
Wow.
So now if you go into Ensenada, we have to clear in and out just like you
Clear
do.
customs.
Yeah, so it takes a little bit of time.
Sure.
But I also know Juanito's down there, and
Yeah.
he kind of drags
You've probably
you out.
done it a few
and it's
times.
kind of funny because that used to be a struggle. Now the port captain kind of gets it. And in fact, this particular boat, it was 90-footer, came out of the ship's the commercial area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the port captain required a tug to tow the boat out,
Yeah.
which kind of scratched the heck out of the boat. The guy was anyway. Yeah, tugboats aren't made to tow. That's why we're in the business. Is that's why we tow 120 footers, because we got soft fenders.
Soft fenders.
But anyway, but yeah, like if you're going into Ensenada or coming out of Ensenada, we usually get Juanitos, and that used to kind of be taboo, and now the port captain actually gets it, instead of having to do all of our paperwork and because we're only there until the paperwork is done, then we leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but yeah, we go into Mexico all the time.
Yeah, that's cool. What's the difference? Thanks a lot for your call, by the way. Appreciate that very much. Jeff standing by at the fan at 833-288-0973. You want to get through, have a chance to win that pair of sunglasses from Costa, and lots of other good stuff, just basically talking to Rob, who's super wealth of knowledge. What's the difference? There's other tow companies, I think, in Southern California. What's the difference?
Well, first of all, we're the biggest. I mean, there's
More boats.
I think we're pushing 1 million members nationwide.
Wow.
We're backed by Geico. But we're actually contractors. So I get paid to Boat US pays me to keep my boats red, put the letters on there. They give me the letters. They do all the marketing. They're tied in with West Marine, and pretty much my job is to tow a boat. Mm-hmm. And Seatow's the other company out there. They're a great company. If you got Seatow, they're good guys. They got a guy down here. I think they got a guy in Huntington. But basically, they're franchises. So they do. I can't even tell you how a franchise works, to be honest with you. I've never been a franchise. I've been a contractor my whole life. Yeah. But that being said, they're locally owned and operated, and they're good guys. I got nothing bad to say. This new guy, I think there's been a few of them, and it's hard to be in this business.
Yeah.
And the past We just call it the yellow boats because that name, it's a competition thing.
Yeah.
But the past guys, they're, I knew them all. They'd come and then they'd, for some reason they'd move on. The problem I see with it is their system's a networking system, and to network when your next harbor is 65 miles away is tough.
Yeah.
So you almost have to, and they have a dedicated guy down here that's just San Diego. And I'm sure he's going to spread out. I mean, he like I said, he's new in the area, but he's doing great. But no, it's I don't know how their membership works. I'm pretty sure it's got to be online with us because they've been competing with us since 1987.
Sure. But you said you have you're running 6 different boats down here right now.
Yeah.
And just 6 different boats in just your location.
Yeah.
Versus
that's
one.
That's the problem with the other guys is I have the volume to do that.
Yeah.
And he has the area where he needs it. Maybe not 6, but to have a bunch of boats and not the volume of towing costs money. So I won't we used to run 8 boats, and I'd literally buy a boat in June. I'd buy something that would work, would throw a tow bit on it, and would paint it red, would put vessel assist on it. And at the end of summer, we would pull the motor and everything, just bring it to Miramar and throw it away. Because we hammer our stuff. I mean, when I say we hammer our stuff,
it's hard on the...
And it's funny because I get on my private boat, which is an older boat. It's a 1992 boat. But I am so anal about scratching it. Like my son-in-law, who's one of my captains, was putting it away, and it wasn't his fault, but the corner round thing kind of, and he put a little nick in the side of the boat. Now, I got it. The boat's old, and it's pretty, but it's not perfect.
Yeah. But it's a workhorse.
He's not allowed. I won't let him drive it. I was just out of town, and the guy behind me at the fuel dock had to leave, so I let him move the boat back and forth. And he's actually a great operator.
How many captains do you have?
Right now, we're running 6 guys.
6 guys.
Yeah, wow. I've got a core. I got a core set, and then of course when I get on a boat, everybody knows that I'm mad because I love to tow. I absolutely love towing boats, but I take money off the table because my guys only get paid when they're towing.
Yeah.
And so when I'm towing, I'm mad at somebody because they didn't show up on time or they were, so.
Now, when when you got your 6 captains, like does Captain A, this is his boat, and that's what you do, and Rob, this is the boat that you drive, and this is the one, or is it just the right man for the job? Whatever's up next. Hey, this tow is going to require our big boat, so you guys are both going, or how does the logistics part of that work out?
Our base core is we run a rotation, so you're basically first and then you're last. Then depending on our crew load, like in the winter we run 3 guys, 4 guys. People are on vacation, whatever. So you'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you're off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So if you're first, you get the first right on. Again. Back in the day, all my guys were subcontractors. Now they're all employees with full benefits and IRAs and everything else California requires me to have for an employee. But back in the day, they were subs, so you had the first right of refusal for each job.
So what if somebody is out there as a captain and wants to work for you?
Read the obituaries. Yeah. Because it's... I'm not kidding you. We have, and it's funny because we're one of the few in the country that have this, don't have this problem is turnover. Yeah. Now, granted, I've got my nephew who I just sent out to Tennessee.
Yeah.
He's running TowBoat US Old Hickory Lake and Percy Priest out there for us. Actually, it's going to be his.
Yeah, that's cool.
So I got my nephew his captain's license when he was 19. That's back when I was doing the Rescue 21 testing for General Dynamics for the Coast Guard. Because both my daughters, neither of my daughters, I'm like, they're not going to want a towing business.
Yeah.
Well, my younger daughter's a veterinarian, and she went to 8 years of college. My older daughter, her senior year, a buddy of mine passed away, took her to the Keys, and she's like, Dad, I'm not college material. I'm like, all right, well, come work in the office. And well, for her wedding, I gave her half the business 10 years ago.
Nice.
So my son-in-law runs the day-to-day stuff, Josh, and then my other son-in-law, who is my daughter's the veterinary's husband, when she got her degree, they moved to Montana, and I lost them. So Travis and Josh pretty much ran everything. Well, then when they had a kid, they realized it takes a village to raise a family, and she came back down here, and I got Casey back. And
so it's a family affair.
Yeah.
That threw in the inheritance pecking order. That threw Travis down on.
Yeah.
So I got him out in Tennessee. He's got his own gig.
He's got his own
There you
gig
go.
in Tennessee. You have a good text?
I thought so. It says, hey, good morning, guys. What an awesome show. My question for Rob's about VHF radios. Is there a specific model or brand that you might recommend? Same with a handheld. I'm in the market for a handheld VHF. I'm wondering if there's one that you like. Mine recently stopped work, and I refuse to go offshore without one. That's from Rory in Lakeside.
That's an awesome question.
Yeah, I thought so, too.
First of all, with radios, if you got a radio on your boat, you're not legally bound, but please listen on Channel 16 and don't chatter on it. But that being said, ICOM has always been kind of king of the hill. Standard has always made a good radio. As far as handhelds, I suggest buying a handheld that has replaceable batteries.
Rather than the rechargeable.
ICOM makes them. I think Standard still makes them. The rechargeable batteries are great. Rechargeable handhelds are great, but like we run them that has a pack that you could either put the Nikon battery. I don't even know if it's a Nikon. It's probably just lithium now, or you could put in a 4 AA.
Yeah,
I got you.
And then in your ditch bag, in a little Pelican box, keep a dozen AA batteries and change them. I mean, even though they say they're good for 10 years, change them every year because that's probably the best thing to do.
Now, you said something important, a ditch bag. Like, I have a ditch bag on my boat.
Yes.
It has an EPIRB in it, and it has a handheld VHF radio with replaceable batteries in it and some extra batteries. A life jacket, some water, such like that. Is that something that you recommend that every
Absolutely.
boat has?
The first thing I would recommend to anybody going boating is it's about $250. And I don't care if you're going out on the Royal Polaris or if you're going to go out on your 16-foot dinghy. Go get yourself a PLB, a personal locator beacon. All my guys wear them. They fit right in the pocket of their life jacket.
Is that like an EPIRB?
That is your EPIRB.
Okay.
Okay.
A PLB.
Because EPIRBs are awesome, and I every boat. It's funny that there's no requirement for an anchor or an EPIRB on a boat. I think the two most important things on a boat is an anchor and an EPIRB. But anyway, a PLB, they're about $250. They have Spot, they've got Delone, they got a couple different things. They're all great, but they're all private. The EPIRB is a 416 megahertz transmitter, and it follows you. That would be the absolute. If you're going to go out on your buddy's boat, for literally double, not even double the cost of one of our memberships. That is your lifesaver.
Yeah.
If you don't have,
somebody's going to come get you.
Yeah. If you don't have one of those and your buddy's boat sinks, grab the EPIRB and hang on to it. Yeah. Because there's been times where they've found the boat with an EPIRB and no people. But anyway, the EPIRB, but the PLB you keep on you. You don't put that in a ditch bag. You keep that on you. Keep it in your pocket. They're really small. They're about the size. They're the size of the old Nokia.
The little brick
remember not even the brick phone. Remember the Nokia phone? It was about this big.
Okay.
Kind of looked like a brick, but they made it small.
Got it.
Anyway, flare kits. If you're going offshore, get rid of the 12 gauge. Get a 25 gauge. 25 millimeter, whatever. Get the big flare kit. I was in a boat in the Puget.
Not the handheld necessarily.
No, I'm talking about the shooting flare.
The shooting flare.
I was in the Puget Sound, and I hit a log, and my boat sank as quick as I could think about it.
No kidding.
And we were sitting on the bow of it, and I shot my 12-gauge flare. This is the Puget Sound. You can see land everywhere. And, it was not impressive at all. And I'm like, nobody saw that. Yeah. I barely saw it. So if you're going offshore, get a 25 mil. They're more money, but again, you're talking about your life. You're not talking about anything else. Right. You're not even talking about your boat. You're talking about your life.
Things happen quickly on the water.
Yeah, very fast.
Yeah. Well, let's jump back in the phones, Rick.
You got it, man. How about this time we talk to another Jim? Jim from National City's on the line. What's up, Jim?
Hey, good morning, guys. I have a fish report. I went fishing Thursday on the Point Loma. It was a charter. But before I get to that, I just would have Rob maybe mention one more time how much it costs you if you do not have a towing service. And I was wondering, Rob, are there a lot of people that have their boats out there without this towing service? But anyway, before you answer that, Thursday on the Point Loma, I fished with the guy Tony Centello, who I've known for close to 30 years. But it was a scratch day. I think we had 16 people get 19 yellowtail. And not the giant ones, but they were, from 10 to maybe 20, 18 pounds. But a lot of bottom fish, a lot of calico bass, a lot of whitefish. But anyway, those guys run a great operation there. That's Steve Peterson still has his hand into that boat. Of course, he sold the Mission Bell to Cameron. But anyway, yeah, we had real fun time and a lot of fish out there.
Out of the way, Jim. Hey, thanks for the report and appreciate the call. Okay, so anyway, a TowBoat US membership costs $215.
It's $215.
But you get a $50 discount if you go through Rob on that.
Yes.
So it's less than $200. And how much is a tow?
If you're broke down in San Diego Bay.
In San Diego Bay.
We haven't left the bait barge.
Yeah.
It's a minimum of $350.
Okay, there you go.
You don't even think about towing without covering your cost of membership.
He actually had a second question to that. That was... I forgot what else he said. I didn't quite.
All good. We'll see if we can get Raylo Jim. Well, when we come back, we got a lot more Let's Talk Hookup coming here, including checking in with the catch reports. I can't wait. It is biting out there. You stay tuned. A lot of great Let's Talk Hookup coming your way in the Let's Talk Hookup app, Facebook and YouTube Live, and 97.3 The Fan. One rod has set the standard for serious saltwater anglers worldwide, and that's CalStar. From the rugged dependability of the West Coast Series, the lightweight strength of the Graphiter, or the performance of the GG Series, all CalStar rods are handmade right here in Southern California of the finest materials and craftsmanship. Check out the new CalStar models now available, as well as upgrades to the classic rods that you know and love. If you want your tackle to be state-of-the-art tools to get the job done right, it's CalStar at Fine Tackle Dealer.
A top fleet and superb fishing is what Seaforth Sport Fishing in Mission Bay is all about. With free parking and fully stocked tackle shop, it's no wonder Seaforth Sport Fishing is a favorite among anglers. Come aboard top boats like the Aztec, Cortez, Endeavor, Apollo, Outer Limits, El Gato Dos, Pride, Tribute, Pacifica, Pacific Voyager, and the Voyager. Plus, the new Seaforth, Sea-Watch, and San Diego offer the finest half and full day trips available. Seaforth Sport Fishing. For charters or regular open party schedule, check seaforthlanding.com. Run by fishermen for fishermen in Mission Bay.
Summer may be winding down, but the savings are just heating up during Yamaha Outboard's Summer Sunset Sales Event. From now until September 9th, 2026, purchase a new eligible Yamaha 450 to 30 horsepower outboard and get up to 6 years of coverage protection. Looking for a lower horsepower? Yamaha's got you covered. Purchase a new Yamaha 25 to 2.5 horsepower outboard and receive up to $300 in dealer credit. Visit your local Yamaha dealer today. Yamaha Outboards. Reliability starts here. Offer ends September 9th, 2026. Subject to change. Other restrictions and conditions apply. Select models excluded. 24 or 12-month Yamaha extended service added to 36 or 60-month factory limited warranty. Choice offered by Florida dealers is a 24 or 12-month Yamaha extended limited warranty. See authorized participating Yamaha outboard dealers for details. Cannot be used with any other Yamaha offer.
Hi, this is Captain Ray Lopez, owner-operator of the American Angler. I've spent more than half my life aboard the American Angler along with my partners Brian and Lori, developing a team that's as good as it gets. I've been fortunate to spend time on the ocean with so many fine people that I look forward to fishing with. We can't thank you enough for being part of the American Angler family, and if you haven't joined us, we love the opportunity to meet you. Text or call Lori at 619-223-5414 or or check AmericanAnglerSportFishing.com.
For your next fishing adventure, check Point Loma Sport Fishing. They offer half-day and full-day trips daily, perfect for families and the novice or seasoned fishermen. Point Loma Sport Fishing also offers overnight to multi-day trips, targeting the best of seasonal catches. Visit PointLomaSportFishing.com, where you can purchase tickets online and get more information on the trips available, or call 619-223-1627. Want to go fishing? Point Loma Sport Fishing has you covered.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup. Having a great time here this morning, talking fun, talking fishing. And speaking of talking fishing, we're going to find out what's biting out there. It is time for the Catch Report today, sponsored by Terrafin Sea Surface Temperature Charge. Focus your offshore fishing in the most productive areas by using Terrafin. Sea surface temperature, chlorophyll, currents, and more. With Terrafin Mobile, you can access your charts on your phone or on any mobile device. Check Terrafin.com for more information in this hot water time. It's so fun looking at those Terrafin water charts and seeing the hot water and seeing all that water pushing up from the south and where it's moving to. And there's just not a better...
I was talking to some guys last night at the event for Peak. They were up in Anacapa, and they were reading 78, 79.
In the Channel Islands.
Get
out of here. Yeah. How cool is that? Yeah, pretty wild going on right now. Hey, with that said, we're going to find out what's going on. We got him, the man, Captain Brian Woolley's on the line. What's up, Woolley?
Hey, good morning, guys. Good morning.
How we doing?
Thanks, man. We're awesome. It's freaking biting, dude.
I love it.
Yeah, it was fun across the board. Like a day or two this week, guys sending us pictures and stuff for our social media. You just had to like shake your head and be like, "Dude, this is happening."
It's really cool stuff going on right now.
Yeah, it's been good, man. Half day guys, our anglers saw some really good bonito fishing. Just about anywhere they would stop and put the anchor in the water. That stuff's biting the live bait, the little jigs. It's perfect half day fish for our anglers. Bass fishing with the live anchovy was full speed bite too. That water 74 to 77 degrees. That water temp, has that fish just in go mode. You can imagine a nice little brailer of that anchovy that's been in every bait receiver over the side. It's just that water erupts and it's biting. You got to get below some of that smaller stuff at the surface to catch the legal fish, or if you want to take a few fish home. But that anchovy was the activator, and it had things all fired up. So the sinker anglers catching some nice sheephead, sand bass and stuff like that. A few halibut still in the mix, occasional sea bass, that type of stuff biting in the half-day zone. And then still seeing a little bit of that smaller yellowtail in some of those half-day stretches too, 5 to maybe 10-pound stuff. There has been some bigger fish boiling around and some of that bigger yellowtail caught on the half-days, but it's not like an everyday type deal. Three-quarter day has been all that I just talked about, plus folding in some kelp patty fishing off the beach, catching some Dorado anywhere from, kelp's 2 miles off the beach. Guys had one in 90 feet of water the other day. That stuff's really continuing to filter in. So if you can find a good fresh kelp in the morning, has kind of been the ticket. That fish, it's required a little bit of finesse fishing with some of the smaller bait. We have had a little bit of sardine in our bait, but it's primarily been all anchovy. So 15-pound monofilament, a small hook has been the jam, and a fluorocarbon leader certainly would be a good call on that. But fly line baits and that light mono has been the way to go. Some more shots at that bigger yellowtail along the beach too. The Clemente had they were on the anchor bass fishing yesterday down there in that Camp Pendleton zone, and they had 13 yellowtail. Not a big hit by any means, but they scratched at it, and that fish has been anywhere from 15 to 25 plus pounds. There's been some smaller little firecracker yellow in there too, that 3 to 8 pound stuff. But, on the anchor, that stuff swimming around, boiling around in the chum, just as, classic three-quarter day fishing in the kelp type deal. So really fun fishing there. And then a little further off the beach, some of our all-day boats, still finding some kelp patty fish out there, yellowtail, mahi, tuna stop, some yellowfin, some mixed skipjack, that type of stuff, starting to see down on some of these inside banks as well as it filters in. Some small catches. We had some fun out there one day. I don't even remember what day it was. I think it was on Friday. And, nice little sonar school of tuna came right to the corner, boiled up really good. It wasn't in bite mode. It's just kind of that finicky. As soon as you put a hook in the bait and get it over the side on the light gear, it just wouldn't eat the bait. But it was around and up, just all around the boat good. So good signal there as well. And then over at Clemente, the Fury continues to see excellent calico bass fishing. That mixed grade yellowtail over there, plenty of bonito, whatever else you want to think they're catching over there. And then just an excellent solid week. It's just one of those things where you're like, dude, here's this another one of these jumps in our fishing opportunities from last week to this week. So, we're eager to see where we roll through this next week, and it's biting. So if you want to hop on a trip, give us a call here, 949-496-5794. Of course, you can hit us on the web as well at danawharf.com.
Sounds unbelievable.
I love these reports,
Yeah,
man. Every
sounds
single trip,
unbelievable.
every single trip was a highlight reel. The half day, the full day, going to the island, fishing the beach, everything is happening.
And what are you seeing for water temperature when you're going on your boat?
I mean, 74 to 77 along the coast. We saw a little 77.5, almost 78. Off the beach there, out near the 277 into the 209, and that little stretch of those offshore banks there. So it's warm. I think it's going to get warmer.
Yeah,
it
could only get warmer. And they say that the El Nino, the super El Nino, quote unquote, hasn't even started. So what's it going to be? We're going to have 80-degree water temperature in December, maybe.
Wahoo off Dana Point,
Wild,
man. We've seen it before. We're going to see it again.
Could happen, yeah.
Yeah, we're ready. We got some of those jigs wired up ready. So, yeah.
All right, well, bring it on. Hey, thanks. Appreciate that very much. Captain Brian Woolley, Dana Wharf Sport Fishing, and we'll talk to you next week. Who knows what that's going to bring,
That's
right?
what I'm saying, man.
Roger that. Yeah, have a great week, guys. We'll talk to you then.
Thanks, Willie.
Appreciate that. Hey, while we're waiting for Gundy Gunderson, the surf guru extraordinaire, there's a great seminar. Now, first of all, do you say there's no free lunch or free dinner? Yes, there is. This Wednesday, there's a free saltwater kayaking seminar sponsored by the San Diego Anglers. And super fun. It's at Portuguese Hall right here in Shelter Island. Doors open at 6. Meeting starts at 7. Guest speaker panel includes the one and only Ron Lane from Fast Lane Kayaks in Mission Bay, Derek Charhus from Kayak Fishing Supplies, Chad from Hookup Baits, and Nick from Sticks TV. It's a saltwater seminar. You're going to meet the team members of the team kayak. The USA Saltwater Kayak Fishing Team members. Free pulled pork dinner will be provided and more. So that's this Wednesday. Doors open at 6. Meeting starts at 7. It's presented by the San Diego Anglers. So,
what a great event those guys put on, too. That'll be a fun one, no doubt. Right. Hey, with that, we're going to continue with our fishing report. We got the surf guru. Gundy Gunderson's got our surf fishing report. Good morning, Gundy.
Hey, how you guys doing today?
Great, buddy. Good morning.
What's going on?
Well, we got a good surf report. It's the same sort of story. We got a lot of junk in the surf line, but outside the surf line is where the action is. And again, same sort of situation as last week. The better fishing north, down south, a little bit of problems. It's a real hot one. I think we have some 79-degree water in San Diego, so that's pretty damn hot. But boy, that Santa Barbara area is red hot. Hook line sinker reported some uneven conditions, but in the clean water, some good catches made. Best action, like I said, outside the breakers, that short, the legal, 35, 36-inch sea bass bite was kind of like off the Goleta Pier, but that's moved north, and the guys are thinking it's just moving with the cooler water. The bite's been was real good off Haskell's this week with several legal fish taken. And there's actually some fish popping up, some of that sea bass popping up way up off Morro Bay. So I think that's, a function of the water temperature. That sea bass kind of sliding up the beach a little bit. They had some Corvina catches this week for the first time. Butterfly Beach was a particularly good spot. And then the Bonito were in on the surf line there. The Goleta Pier was real good. Carpinteria. Shore anglers were getting them. Paddle boarders were getting them. We're seeing more and more paddle boarders, Rock Cod, get into the surf action here, just getting outside that surf line with the paddle board. I think 4 pounds was the better bonita up there. Just fishing reported more good fishing. Redondo Harbor off the pier there, a mix of bonita, firecracker, yellowtail, short to just legal sea bass, and even a few halibut mixed in. Live bait's been probably the most consistent, but the lures are producing, especially early and late in the day. Big Fish reported more good jetty and pier fishing with a mix of bonita, firecracker, yellowtail, barracuda, sea bass, spoons, bubble and feather rigs are working, some hard jerk baits. When you're fishing those piers and jetties and things, you want distance, so that's why the spoons are one of your best bets. The bubble and feather rigs hard to beat too. Seal Beach Pier, 72nd place jetty with two of the hot spots there. Ketchum Tackle reported a mix of yellowtail, bonita, the occasional sea bass off the Newport Pier, Balboa Pier. short jetty there, cold snipers, crocodiles, the old Castmaster working. Finally, some signs of life, too, off San Diego. And, again, it's outside. It's off the Oceanside Pier there. The bonita bite was really good this week. Mostly 1 to 3 pound fish with an occasional kicker. Those guys are pitching feather and bubble rigs, cold snipers, things like that. Water is slowly cleaning up along San Diego. There's still a lot of dead kelp in the water, and that's the whole thing, Rock Cod. They reported that they're seeing Corbina, but it's just tough to get at them with the junk in the water. And I think, we get a little shift in the current and things change a little bit. Those beaches clean up. I think San Diego's going to join the party. But, boy, some darn good fishing for the pier and jetty anglers, getting a shot at some quality fish.
I love hearing this. I love that. It's like you said, it's outside of some adverse, junk in the water condition, the fish is here and there's fishing up and down the coast.
The swell's been down this week, so it's not been raging surf. So who knows what could be in the surf here in the next week or two, right, Gundy?
Yep, that's right. I mean, the bonita is the great training fish for the young anglers.
Absolutely.
When I think back, it's probably the first fish to pull drag on you. You know what I mean? So it's bonita. I'll tell you that. And when they get in tight, when you can get at them, it's fantastic.
That's so cool. Hey, Gundy Gunderson, Surf Guru Extraordinaire, thanks a lot for that report. We'll talk to you next Sunday.
All right, always a pleasure, guys. Boy, you're losing your voice, Pete. The bite's so hot.
Hi to Guy, Beaks party, man. Too much partying for Pete. All right. Hey, want to remind you that Catch Report is sponsored by the hottest bait in the surf, the premium dried lugworm. They're the same live bait lugworm used to retain color, flavor, no mess, no going bad, just a great bait for the beach or the pier. Find them at local tackle shops like Dana, Seaforth, Dana Wharf, Sport Fishing, and more. We got more Let's Talk Hookup coming your way in the Let's Talk Hookup app, Facebook and YouTube Live, and, of course, 97.3 The Fan.
The El Nino is here, the water is warm, and the fish are biting. And Baker Marine is ready to help you get that pair of stabilized binoculars that is a must-have offshore. So they've put together an amazing bundle deal. Here's what you get. Fujinon Techno Stabby TSX 1440 binoculars, Pelican Vault case with custom laser-cut foam insert, plus the Fujinon polarized filters for just $1619.99. You save $100. The Fujinon Techno Stabby TSX 1440 delivers rock-steady vision, and now protect your investment with the custom Pelican case and the polarized filters that'll help you find more on the water. This bundle is available at Bake Marine on Shelter Island for a limited time only. Already have a set of Fujinon binos? They also have additional TSX accessories in stock. Polarized filters, haze filters, cases, and face shields. Stop by their store on Shelter Island in San Diego and take advantage of the special bundle pricing and save now. Learn more at bakermarine.com.
Seasoned long-range fishermen know that the Red Rooster 3 is the finest fishing vessels in terms of technology, design, speed, comfort, and safety. This 105-foot sport fishing yacht meets every demand for comfort while delivering an unforgettable fishing vacation. Captain Andy Cates and crew are experienced, friendly, and sincere in their desire to help you have the trip of a lifetime. Book a trip on the Red Rooster 3 and you'll be back. Trips fill fast. So check redrooster3.com or call Lee Palm Sport Fisheries at 619-224-3857.
The most exciting offshore tournament to hit the West Coast is back. The 2026 Pelagic California Tuna Challenge returns August 21st to the 23rd. This premier offshore tournament is built for both seasoned crews and first-time contenders. An affordable $500 entry fee per team gets you in, with the option to leave out of any SoCal port of call. This fun format is open to all Southern California anglers. The flexible format includes 2 official weigh stations, one in San Diego and one on Catalina Island, to make it easy to weigh your fish. Optional jackpots, including yellowtail and dorado, allow teams to raise the stakes even higher. The big tuna, dorado, and yellowtail are here, setting up for what will be the ultimate offshore showdown, the Pelagic California Tuna Challenge. Registration is now open. Go to PelagicTournaments.com for information, rules, and to register your team. The Pelagic California Offshore Tuna Challenge, August 21st to 23rd. Visit PelagicTournaments.com today.
Here's the hot tip on the best fishing LA has to offer. 22nd Street Landing Sport Fishing in San Pedro. They are home to LA's finest open party fleet, including overnight on the Freedom, Catalina Freelance on the Pursuit, half-day trips on the Monte Carlo, and three-quarter-day trips on the Sea Angler. For your own private charter, we have the Outrider and True Line available. There's always plenty of free parking and a fully stocked tackle store. 22nd Street Landing Sport Fishing in San Pedro. Call 310-832-8304 or on the web at 22ndstreet.com.